I became a prosecutor because service is very much a part of my life. I'm a former teacher, and as a prosecutor, I'm able to be a protector and an advocate and be a voice for some of the most vulnerable people in our society. And I'm able to work with populations more than just kids. And I'm able to advocate in a way that I wasn't able to with teaching and to move further into people's lives. So that's why I became a prosecutor. The best part of being a prosecutor is being able to really be a voice for those vulnerable populations that I was talking about. And for me, the most rewarding part is when I'm able, in a case, working closely with a family, I'm able to provide some sort of relief or closure. Sometimes these cases can go on for a long time, and families are dealing with medical bills, they're dealing with trauma, they're dealing with all kinds of things. And while the closure of the case doesn't take that away, there is a sense that there's some closure here, and justice has been served, and we can begin to heal. And it's so rewarding to be a part of that for people. The most difficult part of being a prosecutor is when you can see where justice should be, and you're just not always able to make that mark. As much as I want to do that for a family, or as much as I want to get there, sometimes the evidence isn't there. Sometimes there's things that we can't tell the jury about because of the rules of evidence, or whatever it is. And it's very frustrating to know what real justice is, or what the outcome should be, but I don't have enough to get them there, and it's frustrating. I don't like that feeling of helplessness and not being able to get it there. So that's really frustrating. Yeah. So the cases that so far impact me the most really have to do with child victims, and I think that definitely draws upon my past as a teacher. Recently, I was involved in a case with child sexual abuse. A 5-year-old sitting at home on her couch, looking at her iPad, and is abused by a family member. And it just sat very heavy with me. No kid deserves this. I thought about things like her childhood taken from her. And so it really sat deeply with me. And in the end, the defendant, we were able to secure a conviction, and the defendant is now serving a life sentence. And for me, I was able to be as comforted as you can be, knowing that I'll never be able to take the trauma away for her. But I thought to myself, she's going to get to grow up without that abuser in her life. He won't even be eligible for parole for at least 13 years. And so that 5-year-old's going to be at least 18 and an adult before he could even ask for parole. And I thought, that's something that I could do for that little girl and for that family. And so, that sat with me, and it made me really feel the importance of just what we're doing here. In my experience, the biggest misconception that people have about prosecutors is that prosecutors just live to throw people in prison. And that's not true. I would say a good portion of my case, if not even half of my caseload, ends up in programs geared towards addiction and diversionary programs. And there's so many things that we can do to work with people and give them a second chance, an opportunity to be rehabilitated. Now, there are times when prison is what needs to happen to protect others or to punish for the egregiousness of the crime. Those things do happen, but it's not our ultimate goal. Our ultimate goal is justice, and sometimes that is prison, and sometimes that might be a creative program or something else that fits the crime, fits the case, fits the facts, the situation.